Can you hear me better now? Okay. Nicole, can you hear me now? Okay. I guess I just can't use my mic. Thanks for jumping on. I'm really just doing this to kind of figure it out so I can do it more in the future. So that is super helpful. And it took me forever to get on, so I'm like 5 minutes late, but it's fine. So in any case, I'm just going to do our regular um, like daily energy check-in that I normally do or used to do. I haven't been doing them. So I'm going to start maybe doing them live. We'll see. But I really just wanted to see how this was going to work. So let me get some cards here. And Nicole, this might just be a personal reading for you. All right. Which is totally fine with me. All right, so I'm going to pull like 6 cards for the advice for the next 24 hours. So not just today, but the next 24 hours. You're the best, Nicole. Oops. All right. That was literally 6 cards. Okay. All right. So whatever you've been waiting around for is actually taking a pretty big jump forward right now. So which is kind of consistent with what I've been getting in other readings. This is definitely a labor of love, whatever it is. Like it could be your work on yourself, because I know that you are working on yourself in the same way that I am. And it could also be if you're working on like a family relationship, like with kids, or building some kind of business or some kind of creative thing. So it's definitely about a labor of love, but it's taking a quick leap forward, which is good. I feel like the energy is going to come in really fast and slightly unexpected. So that's okay with me. I mean, this is fast and unexpected in my book. And I feel like there's a lot of joy that surrounds this. Like you've really been waiting for like the dam to break for a while. So that's super positive. Um, I do feel like we also have the Six of Swords with the Temperance card. And kind of what I'm getting from this is I feel like you're actually starting to make that, well, and that's what this next column of cards is going to say. It's the Three of Swords again with the Queen of Wands, which keeps coming up. And I feel like these are all about like taking that past heartache and being able to transmute that energy into something really useful. And to me, it's like when you like for me, I always send it up to the creator and then ask that it be transmuted into unconditional love for the upliftment of humanity. And I kind of feel like it's that idea that this energy that you've been holding around you is getting balanced out and transmuted, and that you're taking your power back from this like super, I don't know, cloudy, painful energy that you've been carrying for so long. Um, This is obviously moving away from something difficult. This has come up probably 5 or 6 times in the last couple days. You keep getting the devil card all day. Oh my God. Well, let me see if I can figure out what it is because it's just me and you in here, I think. So, um, let's see what the devil card is for Nicole. What's the devil card about for Nicole? Oops. Are you in a are you in a relationship that involves like either you're married or maybe you're living together, like cohabitating or something? Maybe you have a child together, something like that. Because it, I think it has to do with that. And I think it has. You're married, okay? um, Separated living together. All right. So there's your devil. I feel like it's that non-movement, that waiting period, like that you're not moving forward. That's what's holding you back. And probably if you make the change in that living situation, I hope you don't mind that this is totally getting blasted out on YouTube right now. I can stop talking about it if you don't want me to, so definitely tell me. Um, it may be that you need to change your living situation in order to like remove that devil, that thing that's holding you back. Okay. Um, I do feel like, we're seeing here in this group, this is of course a general read, but something's jumping forward. So that's great. Um, it is something that you've been working on. So if that's what you've been working on, changing your living situation, this is also a move, to be honest with you, that can be a move. So I don't know who's moving, but I do think that that is probably creating a kind of stagnant energy around you that is making it difficult to allow like new situations to come in. Not sure what's going on like in that department for you, but I do feel like that's your devil. And once you um, unchain yourself from that situation, you're going to have a lot more free flowing energy that is going to um, bring about the next steps. Um, okay, so let's see. What were these last cards? Oh, yeah. So for the collective, I think super important is this empowerment over the heartbreak and the perceived wrongs that maybe have been done to us, or the wrongs that we've perceived that we've done. So it could be guilt or shame, or it could also be anger and resentment. But either way, there's no place for any of that moving forward. We definitely have to start dropping that because it's such a low vibrational energy. Um, in order to empower yourself, that's got to go. And I feel like this is here not just giving us that advice, but to say that this is the time that when it is being removed, that we can't really help, but for some of this to get these swords to get pulled out. It does take a little bit of personal like attention. Like you do need to bring your attention there. However, my feeling is the empowerment is hard to resist or hard to block at this point. Okay, that's kind of the messages I've been getting for these last 2 weeks in December for a while. Um, not really sure because I don't do astrology necessarily, so I'm not 100% sure why. Um, but I'm pretty freaking glad that that's the way it's happening. So let me get a little more information here. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Nicole, if you have any other questions, go ahead and put them up now because it totally is just me and you, and I'm so happy to give you a reading so I can practice doing this. Awesome. That's perfect. Go with the flow. Okay. thinking I might need to do it later in the evening, but I have somewhere I have to be at 7:15, so I wanted to do it a little earlier. Okay, so let's get a little more information. Okay. Come on, cards. All right. Let's ask Nicole's question. What does Nicole need to do in order to move forward? What does Nicole need to do in order to move forward? Self-empowerment. There it is. That just came out before it came out again. I feel like that's taking control of your situation for in your own right. Like, that doesn't mean like, oh, good. You know what? Everything happens for a reason, Nicole. It could be that you really needed this information right now, so I'm happy to do it. Oh my God, this again for you. So, really taking control of and empowering yourself to take control of this this home situation is what you need to do to move forward. Um, how about if we ask for some specific steps here to try to get you there? Specific steps for Nicole moving forward. Oh, tarot does not mince words. End it. Whatever it is, it needs to end. Um, I think it's the living arrangement that you have is blocking you. That's the biggest block that you have. Once you remove that, I feel like first of all, you've got victory here, which is the Six of Wands. I feel like, let's see, that's going to open up so much energy for you. It's going to end up being like really transitional energy. And I feel like at this time, you're kind of stuck and you're not really moving forward. I'm lost on whether to try to work it out or walk away, I guess. This is saying, listen, definitely make your own decision. Don't go by my tarot cards. But this is a pretty clear indicator to me that the situation is not working, and that it is what's holding you back. I certainly don't want to be irresponsible and just, tell you to do something. So definitely go with your own guidance, your own emotions. But if you're telling me the devil is coming up for you, that's the thing that's holding you back. And what came up for that was the Ten of Cups with, what was the other thing that came up? I can't remember right now. But either way, it was the Hanged Man. It was that in between, like, situation where you're not really moving one way or the other, but it's got to do with your living in your home environment. And the specific steps started with this. Okay, so that is going to give you some sense of empowerment and some sense of victory moving forward, open up the energy for you. And again, here's that transitional energy. It's going to change everything for you. And where you're stuck now, you're going to be able to reach out for that cup, that divine cup of divine love, of like self-love, of, in some senses, it's like you're not even looking at the self-love right now, because it's almost like you're trying to make an untenable situation work, but that's what's holding you back. It's that devil card again. Yes, in the flow of allowing, that's definitely the key. Really, that's what we all need to be doing right now. The more you fight it, the worse it's going to get. And I think that's what everybody is pretty much going through, is that, like, we really need to flow with the universe at this time. And you're going to know what's right for you by the way, again, and I'm always saying this, Nicole, you've got to know this by now because I'm always repeating myself, but it's like whatever's in the heart is, hey, how are you? Whatever is you feel in your heart space, if it feels expansive, that's truth. If you're feeling it in your stomach, in your solar plexus, in your gut, if it feels like a rock or if it feels like a stab or a kick or a punch, that's fear. And more than likely that's just illusion. That's not truth. So you want to go by what your own body is telling you. Um, and when reviewing this situation, what is your body telling you, you know? So guys, I have about 10 minutes left, and I've actually already done the general reading, but I'm taking questions from people. If you have any, I will pull some cards for you. I've been giving Nicole her own personal reading, which was awesome. This is my first YouTube live, so I just really wanted to try it out, and I'm happy that you guys came. um, and I'm happy to answer more questions. Or Nicole, if you have more questions also, I'm happy to answer them. Nicole, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you because why not? I just got the Moonology deck the other day. Oh, can you tell me if my ex is going to come back? All right, let's check that out. And then, Nicole, I will definitely pull you a Moonology card. All right, so Demetrius, your ex, and is there a future between you? Demetrius, ex, and is there a future between you? Is the ex coming back? Is there a future? Okay. I feel like there's a chance. It's not super clear. I do get the Six of Cup cards card, which is often about. It can be about a lot of things. We're specifically asking about somebody coming back from your past, and this can be that. Um, However, it is obviously causing you a lot of pain, a lot of. There might be some guilt or regret there. I'm not really sure, or just sadness. It might not be guilt or regret, but just sadness that's involved in this. And I feel that the way forward for you. So we get the King of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles here, and so I feel like there is a chance. The way forward for you is um, through your emotional balancing, and that's going to be necessary, and that's going to be super important for you to be able to be in a state to bring this person back, okay, if they're supposed to be in your life. Once you get there, through emotional balance comes this is like the legacy card. This is like a happy family that's well cared for and supported. And so I feel like there's a chance for happiness there. However, it comes through your own emotional balancing and mastery. So to me, this stuff is important with or without this person, okay? And that's not to avoid your question. It just sort of seemed to be answered in this order that, like, this person could come back. However, here's the important part. I think they want you to focus back in on yourself and make sure that you're giving yourself the time and attention you need to heal emotionally from whatever went on, whatever the situation was, so that you can provide this kind of stable environment to this person or another person or yourself. But again, I feel like there's a good chance, but of course, it's up to you what choices you make, and you will need to put in this kind of emotional healing in order to have an opportunity for that to just loving and also getting that emotional balance here. Oops, sorry if I'm disconnected. I'm getting the message that I'm unstable. Hi, Irina. So I have a few minutes left. I'm going to keep going. Demetrius, I'm so glad you liked that. Thank you so much. Questions from anyone right now? I'm just pulling cards for people for general read. I'm taking personal questions from people right now since we've already done the general read. Yes, Irina, I will pull you a card. A card for Irina, please. Speaking of self-love, divine love. All right. So you might be coming out of a stagnant sort of situation, another person. And let's see. So I feel like, this is a good thing that once you move away from the stubborn energy, whatever it is, things are going to pick up, and then you've got this this new beginning that's emotional. But this always, for me, always starts with the self and starts with the divine. Hey, Anna. Oh, awesome. I feel like there is steady progress in your case, Irina, toward this new beginning with this other person. So I just want you to keep your mind open to make sure your needs are getting met in the situation. I'm feeling a little bit like there's some stubbornness going on, and I don't want you to essentially martyr getting met, but I do feel like there's this new beginning in the emotional for you, okay? Twin flames, flame feeling about him all the time. Okay, so Flex's twin flame. How is Flex's twin flame feeling about him? Flex, I'm assuming you're a male. I'm just calling you him. I hope that's okay. Oh, awesome, Marina. Thank you. So what I'm getting here, I feel like they admire you quite a lot. And I think that I'm looking at all these cards there. I'm thinking that revitalization, if this is resonating with you, but that's how I'm reading it. I kind of feel like, there's so much admiration here, and there's so much interest in what you're doing. I also Nine of Wands and the Ace of Swords coming up. I feel like this. I don't know if they're in a situation to make this difficult, but there is maybe a little bit of guarding against the truth. But to me means that if there's a little bit of guarding against the truth, that they know what the truth is, and so that in itself is kind of a victory. Things are just process, but the fact that they feel attractive to the counterpart, him or her, whatever we're talking about here, they're very much drawn towards you, and I feel like it's kind of because this person already recognizes the truth. It's just a matter of time before the walls start to come down, if that makes sense. So I hope that's helpful. Let me know if that resonates at all, or if you have another question. Yes, I will leave it up. I'm so sorry about that. Anna, I am going to pull you another. And Flex, if for some reason it like shows up on YouTube weird, you can always message me or email me at emily@redhoundreiki.com, and I will type out basically what I said. Okay. And happy birthday. Let's pull some cards for Anna. Advice for Anna, please. Cards for Anna. Ooh. to give me these huge handfuls, and this is literally the third time in this one 30-minute session that this 6 has come out. So we are moving away from a lot of different. And something really to balance for you, and what so yeah, so you're moving into a really new period of a kind of balance here. And I also feel like you must have made some kind of really profound choice, that you're moving away from whatever this sort of negative thing was, whatever this difficult thing is, and and you're really profoundly moving toward something very new. I don't know if you were taking on some kind of new project, or this is something new in the physical world. So I feel like I always feel like it's a project or a related or school related, like learning something new. You made a choice to move away from something that was not serving you anymore. And it's a very important and here determination and force of will, and just really moving forward in a very profound way. Let me get a little more information. Like the end of an old cycle, like this. So if you're still on, tell me what the hell it is you're doing. I would help you understand. Whatever you're starting is really profound and important, and um, you're going to do very well at it. I just wish I had a clue what it was exactly. Um, if you are, just message me. I'm going to move on. I'm just over 30 minutes and I need to go, but I did promise Nicole a oracle card. So Nicole, this is your oracle card for being the person. Oh my God, that's perfect. Something that is 100% really well. Okay. So, for Nicole. While, right? And the answers you need are coming. So these both to me speak to getting very close to where you need to be, that you're on the right path, that you're doing the right things, especially with your personal growth and your spiritual development. I just want to see you take a quick look at that living situation. You guys, I am so grateful to have had you here today, and more of these definitely. Thank you so much. And I'm so sorry this connection is unstable. I will have to I think it's probably the room that I'm in. I'll have to do it out in my office next time. All right. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.